Put your hands on your head.
No, I'm not being handcuffed today.
Yes, you are. Turn around.
He
You
bolts
see, he
before
runs.
tripping over his own feet.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Prince Charming. Today we're gonna be checking out top 5 cops caught breaking the law. That's kind of a tongue twister. So cops these days, man, I know y'all be seeing the news. They be kind of like misusing their power. They really have the God complex going on, and that is not okay. Like I saw cops like plant drugs before they bust somebody and then arrest them for it, and they get caught for it too. They don't realize that their face cam records like seconds before they actually hit the record button, which is insane to me. So these cops gotta realize you can't be breaking the law and then try to like run the law. You can't do the same thing. You can't be a hypocrite, cops. You can't be hypocrite. But we're gonna be checking them out, so hopefully we're not gonna get too mad. We're not gonna get too rage induced. Hopefully these cops won't do anything too bad, because if I can get arrested for doing something minuscule and cops can get away with big things, like, the world is not fair. If you don't do so yet, make sure you follow me on YouNow. I do daily streams where I actually call you guys live on the air and chat with you a little bit. So if you want a phone call from your boy Prince Charming, make sure you follow me on YouNow. Link in the description below at Prince O'Hawkum. Also, make sure you smash that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and turn your post notifications on so you know every single time I post. And go ahead and comment, have you ever gotten in trouble with the law? Ooh. Honestly, man, the only thing I got in trouble with the law, honestly, worst thing I've ever done was getting a speeding ticket. Like, I do not get caught. I never said I never broke the law, I just don't get caught. But that's enough with the talk. Let's go ahead and check out these top 5 cops caught breaking the law.
Okay, so this is a super complicated story, and people still aren't exactly sure what happened, so I'm gonna break it down for you as simply as I can. Basically, this cop was on a drug buzz that led to a 27-year-old man getting arrested when heroin gel capsules were found in his garden, but new evidence means it might not actually be that simple. Basically, the cop had his body camera on, and it showed him finding a bag full of white pills in a soup can in the garden, but the funny thing about body cams is that they film for 30 seconds before they're turned on.
You see?
And well, yeah, it's that 30 seconds that really does make the difference, because it shows a cop planting the drugs in the garden and then turning around and discovering them all over again. Even worse, the official excuse is they didn't have their cameras on when they found the drugs the first time, so they had to recreate what happened. But to be honest, it's way more likely that the drugs were planted. Regardless, if that's true, then this is a major crime the cop committed, but thankfully it looks like the case will be sorted out pretty soon.
And the worst part about it is that they didn't even get in much trouble. Like, these cops, they kind of got away with it. They just got suspended or whatnot. When really, you should get fired, arrested, and sent to jail because you literally planted drugs. This guy you arrested could have went to jail for a long time because you planted drugs and he didn't even have it. This is so messed up. I hate the fact that they got away with this so much, guys. If you don't know about the story, I think the worst thing that happened to them was a slap on the wrist. They just got suspended, which means basically nothing in the cop world. Man, when I tell you cops be having each other's backs, they really be having each other's backs, man. It's a different world out there, guys. Oh my gosh, you see it? You see, they're over there planning it. And then they're gonna act like they found it for the first time. Like, oh, you have drugs, man? Like, come on. each cop in there needs to catch around with them.
Check here. Hold on.
And they faked it too. And they go immediately to it, like it's not obvious, guys. They go immediately to it. You see?
Yo.
Wow. You see, they ain't waste no time, and he's innocent too.
Hold up.
Okay, nobody likes their stuff being messed with, but it's pretty obvious that even if you're a cop, you don't respond by putting someone in a chokehold. So to kind of give the quick backstory, this police officer discovered that his van was being repossessed, but instead of just accepting it or trying to talk to the man about what was going on, he thought that stopping him by putting an arm around his neck was the best way to go.
What?
Like, I'm not even joking, he kept him in a chokehold for 8 whole minutes, and his excuse is that the man shoved him, but his wife filmed the whole thing, and it's pretty obvious that's not true. Just wait though, because this is when the story gets funny, and you literally won't believe what happens. At this point in the video, a bunch of other cops show up to rescue the repo man, and the first cop isn't happy about it at all. Like, he flat out refuses to be handcuffed and tells him to arrest the repo man instead, and then finally he tries to run away when he figures out that isn't gonna happen. Don't worry though, because he does eventually get what he deserves, and for a pretty ridiculous reason too. Basically, the dude trips over his feet and falls while trying to run away, and that's how he gets arrested in the end.
We gotta see this.
How did a state cop find himself on the wrong end of a taser? It all started with a repo gone wrong outside a Los Lunas apartment complex.
Charles, let him go, Charles! Charles, let him go!
The man in the chokehold was trying to repossess state cop Charles Vernier's Nissan Xterra. The 6'5" Vernier claims the repo man shoved him. The repo man says he didn't, but cell video from the man's wife is indisputable.
Thank you. Let him go.
The chokehold lasts at least 8 minutes and gets pretty strong at points.
Yes, I'm restraining you because you assaulted me. And I am going to continue.
And I'm
He
gonna
didn't
keep that
assault
there.
you though. You see, this would be making me mad. And thankfully, people, like, guys, let's keep in mind, if there weren't people around recording him, he would have probably kept this up, guys. Like, he would have kept this thing up. This be so messed up. Cops be getting away with the most crazy things, guys. Ugh. But no, man, we're gonna make this video a little bit more funny. We're gonna make it more funny. Oh, but this is not a funny matter, but still, nonetheless, guys, this is pretty messed up. Hopefully he gets justice served to him.
But when Los Lunas police show up, it's Vernier who's in trouble.
Thank
Step around
you.
the vehicle now.
Handcuff him.
Step around the vehicle now.
Arrest him.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
The state cop finally starts to listen, and then
Put your hands on your head.
No, I'm not being handcuffed today.
Yes, you are. Turn around.
he
You
bolts
see, he
before
runs.
tripping over his own feet.
He tripped on his own feet. How can you be that much of a clown, dude? How can you be that much of a clown?
So going to court is supposed to be about fairness and justice, but what if they don't have the full story? I mean, if it wasn't for these cops being found out as liars, the man on trial's life could have worked out very differently, both because of the jail time and afterwards. Anyways, the quick version of the story is this man was on trial for trying to escape the cops, resisting arrest, and assaulting police officers.
he didn't
the
do
video
it.
the cops had backed some of that up. With that said, another cop car pulled up and filmed the whole thing from the opposite angle, and from there things looked a lot different. For a start, another cop car crashed into his car, throwing broken glass all over his face, and he keeps his hands up the whole time. The video then also showed the cops punching him over and over again for no reason, as well as proving he never tried to steal their guns.
Wow.
Now, the cops said they never did anything wrong, but as soon as the court saw the video, they released the guy without any charges, which is really good. With that said, I'm glad there was a happy ending, but it's kind of scary to think about how different it would be if the attorney hadn't believed the guy's version of events and gone looking for the evidence.
The Bloomfield Police Department's dash cam video that prosecutors say they never saw when they pursued criminal charges against 30-year-old Marcus Jeter. Notice his hands in the air.
His
He was
hands are in the
charged with
air.
eluding police, resisting arrest, and assault. And also notice who throws repeated punches.
This is so
The tape
messed
hadn't
up.
surfaced.
I was going to be doing jail in that
The
tape.
incident-
If y'all don't realize this, he would have been in jail right now if this tape has not been surfaced. If this tape never went public, he would have been in jail right now, guys. Get your check, gang. Get your check. Sue everybody. Sue the city. Sue the court. Sue the cops. Get your money. If that was me, everybody's getting sued. Everybody's getting served. I'm going to see all y'all in court. You're not going to falsely accuse me of a crime I did not commit, beat me up, and then call me a liar, and then me not sue you. I'm taking everything you have. I'm taking that Nissan Altima you just bought for your daughter. I'm taking that. Everything is gone. What's yours is mine now. Your wife is mine too.
We hadn't had the tapes in this particular case, an innocent man would be in jail today.
I'm sure that if this happened to me, it could happen to a
This
bunch
is
of other people.
insane, man.
You
He
know?
got so
Scary,
lucky.
right?
Scary
So
situation.
lucky.
And we were there exclusively today in Essex County Court in Newark, where Bloomfield police officers Sean Corder, there on the left, and Orlando Trinidad, who you will see here on the right, were arraigned on charges including conspiracy, official misconduct,
Yes.
and falsifying
Yes.
reports.
Arrest them.
Now this is one of those times where both people are kind of in the wrong, so it's up to you to decide whether or not the cops did the right thing. Basically, this cop was flying down a 60-mile-an-hour road doing 85, which is totally illegal, right?
Oh, so illegal.
Like, they
You
had
see,
no
cops
lights or
be-
sirens on, so it didn't look like they were chasing anybody
Cops
down,
be
and the cop was in
speeding.
plain clothes too, so he probably might not have been on duty. Anyways, I think this has all happened to us at least once, which is fine, but this next part is where things get messy, because another driver decided to film the cop going that fast and then overtook him. Obviously, that meant the guy filming was speeding too, and he got pulled over for it pretty quick, which is kind of ironic when you think about it.
Yes.
Anyways, clearly the guy flipped out because the cop was acting really hypocritically, and after a huge fight, another officer had to come over and cool things down. Being totally honest, it's hard to tell who's even in the right in this situation because the back and forth arguing goes on for so long, but to kind of give it a conclusion, I think both parties probably just shouldn't have been speeding.
Oh, nonetheless, yeah.
You are traveling at 70.
Oh my gosh, guy, how can you not record the right way? You know, do not record like this. Do I have my phone on me? All right, I know this is not an iPhone, but don't record like this. Turn your phone that way. It's not a tiny rectangle like this and it doesn't shake. Y'all need to take some recording classes, some cinematography classes. Y'all do not know how to record, man. Like, how's this gonna get YouTube views?
Sir, you were doing 85 miles an hour when you passed me. And apparently that's against the law too. So
Yes.
where do you get off pulling me over for speeding when you flew past a bunch of traffic in 60 miles an hour? No lights,
Yes.
no siren. Up in front of me. Listen, that's bullshit. No, listen, and that's bullshit. You put lives in danger when you do that.
Yes. He recorded it too. He recorded it.
Is it okay for you guys to speed like that?
You better not
Is it
say
okay
yes.
to blow by traffic in 60 miles an hour, no lights, no siren, and you can pull me over for speeding?
Speechless.
If you're speeding, yeah.
Okay, but you aren't allowed to speed either. And I know you weren't driving, but you need to correct him. Okay? You guys enforce laws. When he speeds,
Let
you
him
go,
know.
"Hey, slow down, pal."
I like this dude. He's letting them know. He's letting them know. That's what you gotta do. Never back. Well, sometimes you do gotta back down because you do not want to be another hashtag. Don't be another hashtag kiss. Sometimes you do have to calm down. Sometimes the best thing to do is to keep quiet. But judging from the sound of this guy's voice, he's not black. He's clearly white. If this guy was black, they would not be listening to this dude. It's the fact that he's white that he's actually getting the time of the day.
So using undercover informants to scope out suspicious places is nothing new, but this video shows sometimes it could go seriously wrong. The problem is sometimes undercover agents are working to get benefits like their sentences reduced, and that makes them pretty determined to find things that lead to arrests. This time, the guy was so motivated to uncover a crime that he literally faked one just to make it look like he was doing well at his job.
Wow.
So it turns out the guy in question was running a legitimate business that sold drug-related things but no actual drugs.
Wow.
Instead of just admitting that, the agent walked in and literally just placed some crack cocaine on the counter before pretending to find it there and taking photos.
Shaking my head.
It's, well, kind of dumb because there were 7 cameras in the store and all of them caught him doing it, so his crime was figured out pretty quick.
Yeah.
In the end, the
arrest
store owner
that
walked
cop.
free, but the same can't be said of the agent, which just shows that crime really doesn't pay.
Scotia and Schenectady County police became
He dropped some
suspicious
crack cocaine. First of all, bro, where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? Who's your dealer? That's why I'd be wondering, how do cops be getting these drugs to plant? Do they just go to like police lockup and just, I'm gonna check me out some cocaine, some crack, you know, I gotta arrest somebody today. I'm gonna need a little bit of that. Let me get a dime. No, let me get a quarter. I wanna arrest 2 people today.
Andrew's shop, sending an undercover informant in twice in March. The second time, Andrew's attorney, Kevin Rebrand, does play-by-play that appears to show the informant planting, then photographing crack cocaine that led to Andrew's arrest.
Donald turns, he comes in.
Wow.
This is the crack on the counter.
Wow.
Crack, which under federal sentencing guidelines would get him 4 years in jail.
4 years.
New York State law would get him 2 to 7 years in jail.
Now, neither the Schenectady County Sheriff nor the Scotia Village Police Chief were available to be interviewed about the apparent planting of evidence.
Man, these cops, I'm glad these cops got caught. That's why if you ever have a store like this, especially like a smoke shop, they're going to be trying to bust you. That is why. That is exactly why. You got to have cameras locked on you. Get your evidence. Get your check. This store owner had to have sued the cops or the city or the police department. He had to have, because that's ruining your good name. That's putting you through all this. You have to get a lawyer. You know, hiring a lawyer is not cheap, right? Sue everybody. Get your check. Get your money. Run your money up, bro, because you deserve it. But that was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thankfully, most of these have a good ending, only because they were caught on tape. The problem with this is if they weren't caught on tape, these people probably wouldn't have went to jail. That is the sad part about this. But luckily, they all have a good ending, so we can all smile about that. And all these cops who got caught doing it, I hope you're in jail rotting. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. Hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications on so you know every single time I post. My name is Prince of Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.